advantage against the 5'7", 65.5-inch reach Vasily Lomachenko. As Vasily Lomachenko makes his way to the ring, Chris, at 45 years old, do you think he still has what it takes to get back to the mountaintop one more time?
I believe that he is as good now as he has ever been, but will it be enough? That's the question. I do not have the answer.
We will find out in just a few moments. Vasily Lomachenko, the former two-time Olympic gold medalist, the former fighter of the year, the former world champion who has only fought the biggest fighters in the game since he turned pro after an illustrious amateur career, makes his way under the bright lights one more time for maybe the biggest and quite possibly the last big test of his career.
One of the rare occasions in Lomachenko's career where he comes to the ring first.
He has won 3 fights in a row since losing to Teofimo Lopez. 11 of his opponents in his career, only 19 career fights, 11 have been world champions. He fights another one here tonight. The 24-year-old Devin Haney, the undefeated, undisputed lightweight champion of the world, makes his way to the ring. He said he has been looking for Vasily Lomachenko for 4 years, and tonight he gets his wish. Will he be able to take down the legend and defend his belts for a second time? Or is he in for more than he bargained for? The biggest test of Devin Haney's career is moments away. Haney and Lomachenko, 2 titans of the lightweight division, as Haney walks to the ring to defend his championship status. These two, Chris, have never met in the ring before. Their paths crossed before Devin Haney won his undisputed championship from George Kambosos, because it was Vasily Lomachenko that was originally supposed to fight Kambosos before dropping out to go fight for his country of Ukraine in the war against Russia. Haney stepped in. Haney defeated Kambosos not once, not twice. Now, Lomachenko has his chance in the ring finally. And
thus why Haney believes that this fight is so important for his legacy. He needs to win this fight to prove that he deserves these titles. And I believe he's absolutely right in that assessment.
It'll be the stiffest test of Haney's career, undoubtedly. He's got 2 wins against Kambosos, notable wins against Jorge Linares, Yuriorkis Gamboa, and Joseph Diaz, but none of those fighters the caliber of Vasily Lomachenko. Doesn't matter how old Lomachenko is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. Brought to you this evening by Boost Mobile, Money is Power. By AutoZone, get in the zone. By Bud Light, the official beer of celebrations. By C4 Energy, energy that hits. And by DraftKings Sportsbook, download the app today. We are sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Executive Director Jeff Mullen, Chairman Anthony A. Marnell III. Your ringside physicians, Dr. David Watson, Dr. Damon Zavala, Dr. Raimundo Leon, and Dr. Vicky Mazzorana. Your timekeepers this evening, James Cavan and Steve Mazzagatti. Your judges at ringside, Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti, and David Sutherland. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Harvey Dock. And now, to everyone here in Las Vegas inside the iconic MGM Grand Garden Arena. And to everyone watching Top Rank on ESPN pay-per-view. This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world. This is boxing. This is Top Rank. And oh, baby, this is the main event. Introducing first, out of the Bud Light blue corner, with his head trainer, Anatoly Lomachenko. He weighed in at 135 pounds, wearing black trunks with gold trim. He is a two-time Olympic gold medalist with 396 victories and only one defeat as an amateur. As a professional, he enters the ring tonight with a record of 17 victories, 2 defeats, 11 of those victories coming by way of knockout. This future Hall of Famer is the former featherweight champion of the world. He is the former junior lightweight champion of the world. He is the former unified and lineal lightweight champion of the world, making his 16th world title appearance. Pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of his generation. The man known the world over simply as Loma. Please welcome the fighting pride of Ackerman, Ukraine, Vasily Lomachenko! Introducing out of the red corner, the champion with head trainer Bill Haney. He weighed in at 134.9 pounds, wearing blue trunks. His record, perfect. 29 fights, 29 victories. 15 of those victories by way of knockout. He is the youngest undisputed champion of the modern era. Tonight, defending all of the belts, making his 7th world title defense. He is the one, the only undisputed lightweight champion of the world, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and proudly representing his hometown of Oakland, California. Please welcome Devin the Dream Haney!
Tail of the tape between Haney and Lomachenko. 11 years Lomachenko's junior is Devin Haney. You see the reach advantage, the height advantage, but the world title experience lies with Lomachenko. The question is, Chris, will Haney be able to take advantage of the size he has against Lomachenko, or will Loma have the answer?
Well, we're here, and we're about to find out.
Nowhere else I'd rather be, buddy. Harvey Dock The third man in the ring. The undisputed lightweight championship on the line. Haney and Lomachenko square off in round number 1.
There's been a lot of talk about the size difference between the two, and that's very apparent right away. Haney taller, longer, wider, heavier.
Despite that advantage, Chris, what makes Lomachenko so difficult?
Well, it's just he's so shifty. I mean, his ability to change range, change levels, cut angles. He throws punches from odd angles, almost similar to how Manny Pacquiao used to punch and catch guys with shots they don't see. Not to mention Lomachenko has phenomenal defense.
And then for Haney, as you heard during the introductions, the youngest unified champion of the modern era. How has he been able to find success on this level at such a young age?
I mean, he's young, but he's been doing it for such a long time. I met Devin when he was about 12 or 11 years old in Las Vegas. He was a gym rat even back then.
And him and his father, Bill, went down to Mexico before he turned 18 so that he could start his professional career. He couldn't get a license in the United States, fighting in bars down in Mexico. That's how badly he wanted it, even as a teenager. And both of these fighters trained by their fathers.
Haney looks a little tight to start. Taking a couple swings and misses that were ill-timed.
Given the size difference, do you feel like Lomachenko has what it takes from a power department to inflict punishment on Haney?
I do. Haney has been shown to be vulnerable. He was hurt in the Linares fight. He's had trouble with southpaws in the past, namely Jojo Diaz. But Lomachenko, he's got a very high knockout percentage. He hits you with shots that you don't see, like I mentioned. And those are the ones that hurt the most.
This is a very pro-Lomachenko crowd. You heard it in the introductions. Haney booed vehemently by this crowd at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. No different than the boos he heard when he was fighting George Kambosos in Australia.
You know, I'm noticing already Lomachenko starting faster than he had when he fought Teofimo Lopez, because Teofimo Lopez had big power. Haney, not the same type of fighter. He's got speed, he's got precision, he's got distance, he's got length, but not the kind of knockout power that Teofimo Lopez possesses.
29 wins, 15 knockouts for Haney. As Lomachenko has him in the corner, and they tie up for the first time. The referee is Harvey Dock, and Chris, we'll get into it, but that's an interesting choice for this fight. And once we take a break here at the end of the first round, I'd love to hear why, as Lomachenko with the flurry here at the end of the first. Chris, Harvey Dock, a name that we don't see very often here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he's mostly an East Coast referee. He actually refereed my world title fight with Ruslan Provodnikov. He's known as a ref that likes to let guys fight. He's the best kind of ref because you don't see much of him. He doesn't impose his will too much. He doesn't change the outcome of the fight. He allows you to fight. Also, does not like a lot of holding. So we'll see if that will play a part in the action tonight.
Anatoly Lomachenko, Vasily's father, his trainer, Bill Haney, the father of Devin, in his corner, and a replay of some of the Haney punches that landed in round number 1, but it was Lomachenko towards the end that started to come on.
Yeah, he wasn't landing a whole lot, Lomachenko. Neither man did, but like I said, he was starting a lot faster than maybe a lot of us expected.
I mentioned that Teofimo Lopez fight that Vasily Lomachenko lost his lightweight championship belts and really didn't start coming on in that fight until the 6th, 7th round, and by then it was too late.
Yeah, I was in the room that night. I called that fight, and Teofimo Lopez, I mean, he was throwing some heavy leather, and he's so explosive and fast. I think that Vasily Lomachenko was just being very cautious early on, probably too cautious, which cost him the fight.
Lomachenko, the 2nd round now, working on the outside. A bigger, longer Haney standing guard in the center of the ring, pushes Lomachenko back there with a right hand.
Yeah, using that physicality. I like that looping left hook that Haney is throwing. We saw him land that in the first round. There it is again. Not really known as a left hook artist is Haney, but utilizing that weapon against the southpaw, being very smart. Because Lomachenko has a tendency to loop that front hand to kind of lull you and then throw shots off of that.
Lomachenko, a trickster. He's got a bag of tricks that he can go to. So experienced, so well versed. Lomachenko slowing down a little bit here in the second round, but as you pointed out, Chris, anything would be faster than what he did against Teofimo Lopez. He is coming off 3 straight victories since that Lopez loss, as another looping left hand lands for Haney, and then Haney goes down to the body with the right hand.
Yeah, Haney's found his range really well in the second round. I gave the first round to Lomachenko. I thought that the busyness and the lack of contact led to him taking that round, but here Haney has found his range and is letting punches go in the perfect position, and he's actually had some success early. Oh, good body shot there from Haney. Smart move.
And now Loma with a flurry up top. Haney caught in the corner. Loma taking advantage, and now backs away after landing some punches.
Good jab from both men.
If you're Loma and you are lacking in the reach department, what can you do to establish that jab?
Well, I mean, he's got a great jab. A lot of times he'll lead with his backhand, split the guard, and come with a jab over the top, similar to that move we just saw there, and he cuts that angle. So he's one of the more effective southpaw jabbers in the world today. Ooh, good shot there from Lomachenko.
Came through with the left hand and connected on the chin of Haney.
Lomachenko starting much faster than I had expected.
Seizing the opportunity, maybe that's what Lomachenko is thinking.
Haney's being very smart going down to the body. Again, not known as a body puncher either, but is utilizing new tactics for the toughest fight of his career.
Lomachenko letting his hands go at the end of round 2. So you mentioned the early, fast start for Lomachenko. In terms of the arsenal he's going to, what are you seeing that's working so far?
So he's not utilizing a lot of the tools that he normally uses. I know him as though throwing the left hand down to the body and then coming back with the hard jab at the top. Haven't seen that just yet, but Haney's actually bending down, and Lomachenko's using nice short uppercuts on the inside. That's probably been the most effective punch that he's landed thus far.
Haney seemed like he had a nice rhythm to the start of that second round, and then Loma kind of cut him off and took control. From what you've seen out of Haney now in 2 rounds, what have you liked, what have you not liked?
You know, I thought he was a little hesitant, a little tight in the first round. He found his range much better in the second round. I like some of the tactics that he's using. He had that counter body shot, which is a really smart move. You wouldn't really think that. He's attacking and focusing on the body. There you see that shot right there. Focusing on the body really well against Lomachenko, which I think is smart because of his shifty head movement.
Are you surprised that Haney hasn't tried to push Loma around a little bit, use the forearms, use the shoulders, get inside?
Honestly, I think Haney has found that Lomachenko is stronger than he expected. I saw a couple moments where they were in close, and Lomachenko was able to hold his ground.
Interesting. Good note, and we'll watch as we move into the 3rd round here.
I really don't like how Haney is getting so low and bending down. Lomachenko's been able to put his weight on his back,
negating that height advantage that Haney has and going eye to eye with Lomachenko. And is that a product of the fact that Haney keeps trying to go to the body?
I think possibly, but more he's getting his head over his front foot, which is a bad position to be in when you're getting low like that.
Right. Sit back.
Especially for the lower back. That'll tire out the 12-round fight. Ooh, good counter there from Haney over the top. Devin has had trouble in the past landing the jab on southpaws, so you're not seeing him as busy with that lead hand, but is countering well.
Lunging forward is Lomachenko. Speaking of lunging forward, Haney shoving Lomachenko during the weigh-in face-off yesterday. And you said, when we were talking earlier tonight, Chris, you didn't like that move from Haney during the weigh-in yesterday.
No, I don't like that kind of stuff in general. Same if you're going to get to punch a guy in the face tomorrow. Save it for then. You know, God forbid something goes wrong, guy twists his ankle or whatever. But also, I think it was a tactical ploy on Haney, Team Haney, to try and get under the skin of Lomachenko a little bit more. Calling him dirty this week, saying he's a dirty fighter. He's always been a dirty fighter. Saying that he's old, saying I'm going to retire you, pushing him at the weigh-in. I think those are all tactics.
Lomachenko warned for hitting behind the head here in the third.
I've never seen someone utilize such a concerted body attack against Lomachenko.
Stop, stop, stop!
So far, Haney has landed 45% of the body shots he's thrown. He's and a big overhand left from Haney in response to a left hand from Lomachenko.
Yeah, Loma landed a nice uppercut, and Haney came back with a good left hook.
And now Loma has him on the ropes, and every time Loma presses forward offensively, this crowd goes nuts here in Las Vegas. Over the top with the left hand from the southpaw Lomachenko.
Ooh, this is going to be a very interesting fight. These guys are going tit for tat.
Chris, you mentioned some of the things that Haney had said in the lead up to this fight. One of those things that harping on Lomachenko's age, and whether you like to admit it or not, when you, as a fan, you start hearing those things over and over and over again. You start kind of buying into it a little bit, and yet now through 3 rounds, given everything that Devin Haney would have liked you to believe coming into this fight, Lomachenko has looked really sharp.
Oh yeah. I am really impressed with what I'm seeing from Lomachenko. We're looking at the old Lomachenko of old. Both men are hitting each other more than either one of them gets hit usually in fights. So I think this is going to turn out to be an excellent fight. But yes, 35. Listen, it ain't young, especially in these weight divisions, especially in this sport. But Lomachenko looks like he's dug deep, and he is really prepared for tonight.
Devin Haney, you mentioned, Chris, his concerted effort going to the body. 11 body shots landed. Those of the 25 total punches he's landed, nearly half of them going to the body.
Yeah, interesting tactic, and I think it's smart. There's another body shot down low from Haney. But again, I don't like that position where Haney gets his head down low. Lomachenko's able to put his weight on his upper back and push him down. I don't care how much bigger you are, that's going to wear on you.
Back-to-back jabs from Loma, and again, Haney goes down low to the body. Loma turns Haney, and a combination upstairs.
See, this is why Loma putting that pressure coming forward. He's not worried about the power of Haney coming forward. Not like he was when he fought Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez. Excuse me.
Oh, upstairs for the left hand, lands for Lomachenko right on the forehead of Haney. Now Haney goes back to the jab, has not thrown a ton of jabs in this fight. A chance for Loma here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
I'm surprised how little that Haney is utilizing the jab and getting so close to the shorter-armed Lomachenko. That's why Lomachenko has been able to hit him down the middle with straight left hands and jabs.
Over the top, little check right hook from Loma.
And now it's Lomachenko who's actually putting on the pressure.
Quick!
One of the things Haney said, accusing Lomachenko of doing was being dirty and punching during the clinch. We saw a little cheeky punch there before referee Harvey Dock was able to get in there.
I think that was more gamesmanship than anything. I think it was planting seeds in the referees and in the fans, and also trying to get Lomachenko a little perturbed.
Doesn't seem to have phased the 35-year-old former champ.
That's what I meant by I like the things that he was saying. He was talking the talk correctly, Lomachenko, saying things like, "Oh, that's just talk. Haney always talk."
Oh, straight right hand scores for Vasily Lomachenko.
You know, and it's those eye-catching shots from Lomachenko that could come back to haunt Devin Haney in these close rounds.
And a tumble to the mat. No harm no foul. Back at it here with 15 seconds to go in round number 2.
Lomachenko made a nice little wrestling move there.
Yeah.
In fact, got himself in the better position.
2 points.
Yeah, kept his hips up. Very tight. Hard rounds to score.
Very hard rounds to score. And it seems like, Chris, Devin Haney continues to focus on the body of Lomachenko, going low, getting on Lomachenko's level, and he has been landing a lot of those, but of a variety.
So you got your head pop back with a jab, and you land a body shot. A lot of times it's a lot more visible to see the head shot.
Lomachenko has landed 32 of 168 total punches thrown. Haney 36 of 141. 36 punches landed for Haney, 17 of those to the body. Only 2 body shots landed for Lomachenko. Both are in single-digit jabs landed.
Yeah, I didn't really think the jab was going to be such a big weapon, especially for Haney, because, again, he's not that adept at landing the jab on southpaws, although he uses it well as a rangefinder. Lomachenko does have a great jab, but really hasn't been a weapon here yet.
Lomachenko showing you why he's so elusive. Like a ballerina at times in the ring. Good shot to the body from Haney with the right hand.
Very impressive tactic from a strategic standpoint to go down to the body that way. It's not normally something that Haney does. Lomachenko seems to be unprepared for it.
Left hook and a tie-up by Haney. Good start to this round for Devin.
Some good physicality from Haney there. Put a little bit of a forearm. Nice jabs there. Oh, we try again to the body, misses. Haney needs to tighten that hook up. Ooh, good counter.
Catches Lomachenko on the inside. A little short right uppercut goes back to the right hand for the second time. Now Lomachenko trying to push Haney back towards the corner. Ooh. Haney caught with a stiff left hand before being turned and broken up by referee Harvey Dock. Left hand, right hand to the body from Lomachenko.
See, Haney was really starting to have his way this round, and here comes Loma. This is one of those fights. They're going to go back and forth, back and forth. Ooh, good shot on the inside.
Yeah, inside with the left hook underneath from Haney. Doubling up the jab, straight right, but the answer immediately from Lomachenko.
Haney is admiring his work too much. He lands a good shot, looks at it, gets hit with a jab. See, that was what I expected more from these two because of the size difference. Lomachenko getting caught low and the weight of Haney pushing him down, not the other way around.
Good body shots from Lomachenko.
Haney needs to tighten up those punches. Lomachenko has the shorter arms on the inside, actually has the advantage. He's throwing much shorter, tighter punches.
Haney has never been knocked down in his career. Undefeated. 29 fights. Lomachenko, the former 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion. Haney getting a warning for grabbing the back of Lomachenko's head. And those quick-fire, stiff right hands have been effective for Lomachenko.
Nice feint there from Haney. You know, I've been very surprised. I expected that the pace... expected the pace to be slow would benefit Haney. I'm seeing the opposite. I think when the pace is sped up, it's actually helping Haney. He's getting more done that way. When it's slow, Lomachenko's able to pot shot him and steal moments of the fight.
Is that more of a movement thing because of how well Lomachenko is able to change spaces and angles in the ring?
I think that it's partly because of how hittable Haney has been for Lomachenko. He's standing at the wrong range, he's too close, and he's square. It's it's allowing opportunities for Lomachenko to pop the straight left hand down the middle, hit him with that jab after he gets hit. Like I said, when he looks at admires his work, there's opportunities for Lomachenko to bridge that gap.
It seems like as far as distance control, obviously you would think that given the reach advantage of Haney, he would want to be fighting at a distance, but he's kind of gone back and forth. Do you think that that's a concerted effort on his part to do maybe what he thinks Lomachenko thought he was going to do? I'm going to do the opposite, trying to outthink the chess master?
Yeah, I guess we'll never know, but it does seem like there is a strategic effort from Haney and his camp to utilize tools and weapons that we really haven't seen him use that much of. He's not just relying solely on the jab. He's throwing body shots. That was a brilliant body shot to cut off Lomachenko's movement. He's countering to the body, which is a dangerous thing to do because it leaves your head open. More body work.
Half of Haney's landed punches have been to the body. Coming up on 25 for 50.
Yeah, I mentioned that he was landing the left hook early, not a punch that he's really known for.
Left hand scores for Lomachenko. With all that body work that Haney has done, we really haven't seen him attempt a big knockout type punch. Maybe that has to do with the fact that Lomachenko is so elusive.
Haney's not a big knockout punch guy anyway, and he certainly doesn't load up for shots, and I don't think he'd be served well to do that with Lomachenko, who's a defensive wizard.
Lomachenko showing his prowess on the inside, trading punches in the center of the ring, midway through round number 6.
Yeah, on the inside, Haney cannot keep up with the speed of Lomachenko. He's pretty much just throwing single shots, especially to the body. But not a lot of tying up between these guys.
No, not at all.
I had said that Harvey Dock is a great ref because you don't hear and see much on. Great shot there from Lomachenko. And we have not seen much of Harvey Dock at all.
And you see the look from Lomachenko at the cameraman standing in his corner because Haney just hit him with a hook during the clinch, something that Haney said Loma does, which is dirty, and of course eliciting the reaction of a sarcastic Lomachenko after he got popped.
And that's why I said I believe that statement from Haney was gamesmanship. I don't think anyone actually thinks that Lomachenko is a dirty fighter.
A couple of right hands to the body score for Haney.
It's been a very effective punch for Haney tonight. He does those ripping uppercut counters.
And here's Harvey Dock issuing a warning to Devin Haney.
Oh, good hook to jab combination from Haney. Smart move.
This is the 13th jab landed tonight for Haney. 10 seconds to go, midway through this fight. This fight has been world class.
He's bending down, coach. He's bending down. 46. Break it down, baby. Break it down. He's running now. He can't take the body shot. Watch him. Break that fucking body up. Get him the outside. I want you on the outside, and we're going to come back to the next one. Him on the outside, work the stick. How you feel? Okay. You ready? You want to press him? You ready?
Devin Haney going to work to the body of Vasily Lomachenko. Maybe not what we would have expected coming into this fight, but it sure has been effective.
It's been the most consistent and effective weapon for either man tonight, which is a big surprise because Haney, again, not known as a body puncher, and utilizing that in the biggest fight of his career.
Eric Rothman and Chris Algieri here with you between the undisputed champ Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. Good tactical fight so far, very evenly matched.
Watch the clash of heads there. makes it, I'm so surprised that they're fighting at this range where Lomachenko has the advantage. Haney, I would think, would be punching in that mid-distance range like that. He's allowing Lomachenko to walk in the front door.
And again, a hip toss by Lomachenko, throwing Haney to the side, saying, I don't care, you're the bigger man, doesn't bother me at all.
The body shot there from Lomachenko. Nice sneaky pop shot as he pushed Haney over to the side.
Getting a little chippy here in this 7th round. Nice stiff right hand from Haney, and he goes back to the body once again, right on the belt line of Vasily Lomachenko to back it up.
Not only is this fight going to be hard to score because it's so hotly contested, but there's so much emotions from the people at home watching, and everyone around the world, really, between these two. Haney, who's taken the role as the heel, especially this week with the big push, getting booed as he walked to the ring. People are cheering whenever Loma does anything.
And the fact that it's so back and forth. Good combination upstairs for Lomachenko. And a little slip from Haney as he was trying to retreat back towards the corner. And again, Haney gets warned by referee Harvey Dock.
You know, one of the big questions we have about Devin Haney is what's going to happen when he has to really dig deep and he's in a tough, chippy fight like this. Lomachenko, we know, we've seen it. We know how he responds. We have not seen how Haney responds. Oh, big shot from Haney. Check left hook upstairs.
Maybe the biggest punch he's landed in this fight so far.
Ooh, clash of heads there too.
Loma doesn't seem too phased and finishes the round with a 1-2 combination. It's a difficult fight to score so far, Chris, but how do you have it through 7 rounds right now?
I have Haney up by a round.
And we know in the world of boxing, when you have it one way or another by a round, you never know.
Let's go, seconds out.
Yeah, there's a plus or minus 1
margin of error.
Yeah, margin of error in any scoring. I always say, though, calling a fight and scoring at the same time is literally impossible, but we are expected to do it, and we're going to get raked over the coals on Twitter either way. So,
Lomachenko's corner, Chris, we got the translation. Essentially, it was jab, jab, keep jabbing.
And that's not, well, it's something he's really been doing. I expected more jabs from Lomachenko. More jabs from both men, but Lomachenko especially, because that is one of his best weapons.
Ooh, and a clash of heads there after a double-up jab from Lomachenko. Loma has thrown 133 jabs, landed 12. Haney 120 and landed 14. So the effort's there. The landing is not. Back to the body, chopping down. Goes Devin Haney. Hip check there. These guys have been rough and tumble throughout this fight. As Haney chases Lomachenko with a looping right hook.
Oh, nice chopping right hand there. partially blocked, but catches Lomachenko on the ear. And he comes right back. Every time Haney lands a shot, Loma comes right back.
Just like that.
Yep. Win, lose, or draw, Haney, I think, is going to learn a lot from this fight and being in the ring with a guy like this. Because Loma just does not allow you to rest.
Back to the body again. That left hand of the body might have been a little low.
Yeah, that one was low. A couple have been on the belt line. That one was especially low. You see the red marks on the rib cage and the flanks of Lomachenko.
You know, he doesn't seem too bothered by it, though. He hasn't made any adjustments to stop it.
No, but that's a good point, Eric.
Up top, right hand scores for Lomachenko and now tries to toss Haney down for a third time.
Yes, those eye-catching shots from Lomachenko popping the head back of Devin Haney.
And you said it before, and it gets the oohs and the ahs of the crowd, which is not supposed to influence the judges, but, you know, it's tough to ignore.
A lot of the shots that Haney lands, sharp counters, body shots, they don't elicit the same reaction where his head gets popped back, and you see it as easily, but they are still effective.
Loma stalking, final 10 seconds of round number 8.
Good job. Don't change it up. He's one and done with the left hand. He's one and done. Only thing you slide up under it. You see what I'm saying? When you step over there for it, right? If not, you break hand at it. You see what I'm saying? He's curling. He's curling. He's giving up. He's hitting you with nice body shots.
Don't let him steal around. Don't let him bullshit flirt. Break your hands this time. Keep pushing him down, brother. Y'all pick him up there. He got jab in his face. Keep hitting that body. He gonna win it. He ready to go. Come hit that body.
Got to attack that side. Got to step over there and attack and make it. And listen, when he turns, you'll jab his pulse. You hear me? When he turns, you'll jab his pulse. But you got to step over there and press it, though. Do your grip.
Check him out. Check him out.
Again, those eye-catching shots. Haney coming in the front door, allowing Lomachenko to crack him with that jab right down the middle. I think Haney just fighting at the wrong distance tonight.
Is there anything that he can do to change that here in the final 4 rounds, or is he committed to what he's been doing?
I mean, I'm not seeing any change in his body language or his stance. He's still coming right at Lomachenko, trying to throw the body, trying to assert his size and his physical size, but not his length, like that. I would expect him to be jabbing like that, but just notice how square he is, walking towards his right. He's making it easy for Lomachenko to land those eye-catching shots that are popping his head up because he is actually fighting square.
Total shots landed 71 of 362 for Lomachenko, 79 of 276 for Haney. Both in the mid-teens in jabs landed. Power punches landed 64 for Haney, 56 for Lomachenko. A pretty even fight now here a minute into round number 9.
That was the fight in offensive microcosm there. It was Haney with a good body shot and then immediately a response from Lomachenko that pops the head back of Haney. So how do you score that? What do you like better? Do you like the hard-landed body shot or the eye-catching shot that pops Haney's head up?
10-10.
Yes. I have one of those on my scorecard.
That's another eye-popping left hand as it snaps back the head of Devin Haney.
And again, I mentioned it in the Adam Lopez fight. I do not like fighters when they have long hair. It makes every punch look that much more dramatic.
To the body again, but right back. Lomachenko answers. Haney pushed against the ropes for the first time in quite some time.
Very impressed with actually both men, but Lomachenko especially being able to dig deep. And to have another performance like this when a lot of people were counting him out.
Absolutely. 35 years old. He lands with the left hand, took time off to fight for his country of Ukraine. Passed up an opportunity to fight George Kambosos to reclaim his undisputed lightweight championship belts that he had lost to Teofimo Lopez. Trading punches with Haney here in round number 9.
Okay, see, now when Haney's doing this, oops, still gets hit with a shot though. He's there to be hit. He's fighting a very different fight than we normally see him fighting.
That's what Lomo will do. Put your brain in a blender.
How do you feel? Great. Okay.
Swelling being tended to under the left eye of Devin Haney.
He's going straight left now. No, but listen, but that's why I said he's one and done. We're already planning for that.
Do you feel like Haney looks a little gassed?
I mean, he's been fighting with his mouth open all night long, but I haven't seen it in terms of his body language, no.
Your break is faster than this. Okay? But you got to drop the knee and you sit down over it. Okay?
Very even fight as we take a look at some of the highlights from round number 9.
Good exchange there. The straight left hand from Lomachenko followed by a jab up top. Haney came back with a little right hand himself, but definitely Lomachenko got the better of that exchange.
10th round. Eric Rothman, Chris Algieri here with you ringside. The undisputed lightweight championship of the world on the line. Haney with all the belts. Loma wants him back. 3 rounds to go. It's nothing new, Chris, but it's still impressive at 35 years old, the ability for Loma to throw and get out of the way as quickly as he does.
Oh yeah, his reactions, his hand speed, his ability to pull the trigger is definitely still there. And like I said at the start of this fight, you know, you asked me if he still had it. I still think he's as good as ever, and we're seeing it. Question is, will it be enough? Fight still very much up in the air.
Straight left hand. Oh, and now a combination and a flurry from Lomachenko. Lomachenko looking to put the pedal to the metal here midway through round number 10. And the fans rooting him on. Haney slows him down with an inside check right hook. To the body over the top now from Haney. Good response.
Oh. Nice sharp right hand up top. Ooh, nice inside shot from Lomachenko. He's so good at those.
Loma, like a bullfighter, moving around Haney. Close and personal with 15 seconds to go here in the 10th. Strong start to the round for Lomachenko. Both have taken a bit of a breather here in the final minute of the round.
Yeah, but it was a good round for Lomachenko. He had Haney in the closest thing to being in trouble.
To the championship rounds we go.
Okay? know what I'm saying? But you're winning the fight. You're winning the fight.
Given how close this fight has been, Chris, as we take a look at the replay of round number 10, you have to think maybe both fighters think rounds 11 and 12 are must win.
I mean, it has to be. I mean, this fight is incredibly difficult to score. So there can be nothing left to chance. It's way too close. That was the most definitive round that Lomachenko's had all night long. And even that was a close round because Haney came back strong in the second half.
The championship rounds, round number 11. Stiff left hand to start the round for Devin Haney.
And I think, again, either way, when they go back, I think Haney's going to see a lot of opportunities that he could have used that jab more than he has.
Oh! Loma connects with the right hand. And now fighting on the inside.
Loma coming on strong late. True to form as he's done the last couple fights.
Over the top after a left hook. Now Lomachenko.
Haney's hurt. Haney's hurt. His legs are hurt.
Shaky legs. We'll see if Lomachenko can take advantage.
He's just too easy to hit. Lomachenko, he's been allowing Lomachenko in the front door. Fighting him square, trying to be a power puncher. It's not his game.
Lomachenko straight away with the right hand. Over the top with the left. Fighting in a phone booth and Lomachenko taking advantage. Loma showing you age is just a number. 11 years older than Haney. And the willpower here in the 11th.
Yeah, this fight is being fought all in the wrong spaces for Haney, all in the right spaces for Lomachenko. Fighting on the inside, walking in the front door, letting those hands go to those short combinations on the inside.
Loma is in the front door. Can he close it behind him? Haney is swinging the miss with the right hand over the top.
And Haney's trying to answer everything with power. He's not that guy.
Three-punch combination lands for Lomachenko. Straight left off the chin of Haney.
Lomachenko's found his timing, found his rhythm, knows how to get to Haney just too easily at this point. I think if he pours it on, he might be able to get a stoppage. Just off accumulation.
Haney not nearly aggressive enough, and it speaks to the exhaustion.
Yeah, but look how square he is.
Yeah.
He's completely square in front
Big
of his
target.
opponent, and right in the range for Lomachenko.
Under 30 seconds to go in round number 11.
Haney, who has in recent years shown himself to be a master of range, has not been able to find the range with Lomachenko all night long.
And he's been so concerned going to the body that it seems like he hasn't been able to shift his focus anywhere else.
Yeah, no, he's come in with a new game plan, and I just don't think it was a good idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside MGM Grand Garden Arena, get up on your feet, get loud. This is the
Hey, listen, stop standing straight up. Drop.
Oh, if Vasily Lomachenko can repeat the 11th round in the 12th, he may be looking at reclaiming the undisputed lightweight championship of the world at age 35 here in Las Vegas.
He's pump faking coming like that. He's pump faking. It's one and done. Finish strong. Still with the jab. Still with the jab. Let your hands go. Let your hands go.
Here we see, that's the combination that I spoke about earlier. The left hand straight down to the body, right jab over the top, but it's a power jab. That's been one of Lomachenko's consistent weapons his whole career. We hadn't seen it until late in the fight. And then we saw perfect execution.
Fans on their feet for the 12th and final round. Lomachenko slips. Haney presses forward. Does he have any gas left in the tank? Good shot on the inside from Haney. And Loma comes right back. This fight was billed as a chess match, Chris, and right now it seems like Lomachenko is in the doorstep of a checkmate.
This has been a very high-level chess match. Back and forth. These guys are so evenly matched in so many ways, even though they're so different in terms of the way they look, the way they fight, the way they act. But hotly contested, highly competitive, very difficult fight to score.
Lomachenko has thrown 526 punches to Haney's 374.
Ooh, good shots. Haney's having a good round.
Haney is having a good round here in the 12th. Will it be enough? Slip. Holds his ground halfway through the final round.
Did Haney secure enough of those early rounds to hold on to get the victory? Did Lomachenko start fast enough and win enough rounds that this late charge is going to be enough?
Loma trying to not leave anything to chance like he did against Teofimo Lopez.
We're in a similar situation because Teofimo Lopez came out and won that 12th round, and Haney's doing that as well. Oh, big shot.
Over the top from Haney. 1 minute to go.
One of the better punches of the night for Haney. Both men digging deep. Good body shot on the inside.
That body shot did some damage.
Yeah, that was a nasty shot. Haney's having a great round.
Ooh, goes back to the body again. Again to the body. Haney delivering in the 12th. 30 seconds to go.
Oh, good shot there from Haney. Doing a better job of controlling the distance and tagging Lomachenko as he's coming forward.
Final 10 seconds of this undisputed championship bout. Loma letting it fly. And we go to the scorecards at the MGM Grand. Wow. Both fighters giving it all they had. Both fighters showing why they have been atop this lightweight division. And a tight, close fight to score. We are moments away from hearing the final decision. What do you think, Chris?
I think these guys need 3 more rounds.
Yeah.
This is too close.
Either way, it should be close. We are looking at our partner broadcasters on ESPN, Max Kellerman, the boxing analyst for ESPN, has a close 115-113 win for Lomachenko.
Which is a one-round difference for the people at home who are doing the scorecards. I have it 114-114 draw.
Wow.
But I can see it all 3 ways.
Yeah.
I can see Haney ahead by a point. I can see a draw. I can see Loma ahead by a point.
Yeah. Someone's going to be unhappy.
Hotly contested each and every round. It was so competitive.
We are awaiting the final verdict. Two fighters. We take a look at the CompuBox numbers. Volume of punches thrown in favor of Lomachenko. But were they enough? Volume doesn't always mean effectiveness.
I think a lot of it is going to come down to what those judges see when they look at those body shots versus the jabs that pop Devin Haney's head up in the air. Oftentimes, body shots do not get the credit they deserve.
Yeah. We go to the scorecards at Mark
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena after 12 rounds. It is now time for the Bud Light celebration decision as we go to the judges' scorecards. Dave Moretti scores the bout 116-112. Tim Cheatham and David Sutherland both score the bout 115-113. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney!
And Chris, I have to imagine that the difference on those 115-113 scorecards was the 12th round.
Yes.
If Haney doesn't win the 12th round, it's a majority draw.
Yeah, which is what I had. But, yeah, Lomachenko again, like he did with Teofimo. He allowed Haney to dictate that 12th round. Haney dug deep like a champion does and came out and put on a good 12th round.
Fans not happy. Lomachenko not happy. Haney undefeated and undisputed still.
I had Lomachenko taking many of the later rounds, and even gave some of the early rounds to Loma as well, but still.
Devin, very close fight from ringside. How did it feel inside the ring to be in there with Vasily Lomachenko?
Say it again, I couldn't hear you.
Very close fight from ringside. What did it feel like to be in there against Vasily Lomachenko?
Man, Lomachenko is a future. He's a future Hall of Famer. It was a blessing. But first up, I want to say, Alhamdulillah, thank you Allah for this victory tonight. I want to thank Allah for this, because without Allah, none of this is possible. Like I said, I got to take my head off to Loma. He's a future Hall of Famer. He's my toughest opponent by far. He's very crafty, and we put on a great fight for the fans.
What was it about Loma that gave you trouble, especially in those middle to late rounds?
Say it again.
What was it about Loma that gave you trouble in those middle to late rounds?
Oh, I mean, he's a crafty fighter. You know, he turns it up in the championship rounds, and I just got to take my head off. He's a great fighter.
Everyone talked about the size. Everyone talked about the age. But at the end of the day, what mattered was getting to 30 wins. What did you take away from this victory?
Oh, man, it's all experience. You know, me and my team, we're going to go back to the house, watch the fight, and reflect on it. You know, I've been at 135 for a long time. This is my 30th fight. I've been here at 135 since I was 16 years old. So, you know, we're going to go back to the lab and figure out what's next.
We've been talking about this may be the last fight at 135. It seems like forever. What was it about tonight that makes you think this may be it?
Oh man, you know, it's always been tough for me to make the weight, and you know, I accomplished everything at 135. I just beat a future Hall of Famer. This is my 8th title defense, so we just got to see. But it's a lot of great fighters still in 135-pound division, so we'll see. If it makes sense, then we'll be at 135.
What fights make sense for you at 135?
We just got to see. We got to go back to the drawing board. We got fighters like Shakur. We got fighters like Javante, and the list goes on and on.
Tonight, you remain undisputed. What did this fight do for your career?
Oh man, it put me in the history books forever. I just beat a future Hall of Famer. It means everything to me and my team. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much, Devin. We appreciate it. Now we're going to move over with Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily, you hear the crowd, the respect they have for the effort. What are your thoughts on tonight's results?
Thank you. First of all, I wanted to say thank you, my God, Jesus Christ. Second one, I wanted to say thank you, big thank you, my team, father, manager, Andre, Cartman, my family, my friends, and you guys, you are coming and support us. Thank you very much.
Did you feel like you deserve to be undisputed champion tonight?
I don't want to talking about this. All people see what happened today.
We talked about the size. We talked about the age. What was it about tonight that made you look the way you did? What fueled your fire?
Look, I think I show I can be in the boxing. Now I'm in a good shape. And see you next time.
Do you feel that your dream of being undisputed was stolen from you last night?
Look, I can't talking about this right now, you know. It's not a comfortable moment for me. And thank you for all people who come.
How good is Devin Haney? You've been in against the best. How good is Devin Haney?
Everything was in the rules. Everything was good. It was clean.
But in terms of his skill, his jab, his length, what did you think of Devin Haney, the boxer, tonight?
Look, before I think he will be better, but right now he's a top fighter, he's a good fighter, but he's not pound for pound fighter.
And finally, the future for you. 135 where you are smaller, or 130, what is next for you? Because you're one of the dominant 130-pounders ever.
Right now, I wanted to come back home, support my country, support my Ukrainian Orthodox Church.
Thank you very much. Vasily Lomachenko takes the crowd's applause tonight.
A dejected Vasily Lomachenko, deflecting most of those questions from Bernardo Osuna. A triumphant Devin Haney paying homage to who he says is a future Hall of Famer in Vasily Lomachenko, and walking out the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Are you okay, Chris, with the decision? And before we get there, Bernardo is with Shakur Stevenson.
He won that fight. What was it about his performance tonight that makes you say that he deserved the win?
He landed the cleaner punches. He landed the cleaner shots on Dev, and he pushed the pace.
What you saw tonight means that if Devin Haney decides to stay at 135, you could potentially get a shot at the undisputed title. How much do you want that fight?
Let's make it happen. I think that should happen next. I think Devin not on my level, and I'm going to show it.
In terms of what you saw that Devin did well tonight, what can you take away from that?
I feel like he's a tough fighter, but it's a high skill level within me, and I feel like he's not on my level. Bill called me out after my last fight, so now I'm here, and they ran out the ring.
So you have a chance to look right in the camera, because I'm sure they'll see this after. What do you want to say to Devin Haney and Bill Haney?
They just seen me just now. They said something and ran out the ring. They got a little scared.
But you have a chance to say it.
I can't wait.
All right, thank you very much. The undefeated Shakur Stevenson. The future is bright, Joe, at 135 pounds.
So Shakur Stevenson, a monster fight between him and Devin Haney. if it happens. And Chris, let's take a look back at Haney and Lomachenko. As we look back at this fight, are you okay with the decision as to where it landed?
Listen, we talked off air real quick, and I said, like, when I scored it as draw. But I feel like Lomachenko won, even though, you know, obviously he got unanimous decision for Devin Haney. This is one of those fights you got to go back and watch again. I mean, I spoke about how it's impossible to call a fight and score a fight accurately, although we do it all the time. This is one of those fights you have to watch every second intently in a fight that is this hotly contested. Listen, it's a close fight no matter what. Yeah. If you thought Lomachenko won, he didn't win by a mile or multiple rounds even. It was a very close fight. And we spoke about the one plus or minus, plus or minus 1 round, how scoring is when you're calling it. But yeah, I don't know. This is one of those fights. It's going to be argued till the end of time, I believe. And you're going to have people on both sides who are going to think, oh, my guy won. But I don't know. Like I said, I feel like Lomachenko deserves a lot of credit for what he came in here and did. He surprised me in a lot of ways. They both did. They both did things I wasn't really expecting. But Lomachenko, I think, he came out, in my mind, victorious.
You cannot overstate enough how important that 12th round was, and how obviously Devin Haney won that round. Maybe of all 12 rounds, aside from the 11th that was very clearly Lomachenko, both the championship rounds, 11 and 12, were very easy to score, and it turned out that the 12th was a decisive one in favor of Devin Haney.
Yeah, we're close to being a draw. It could have been. It's a very, very close fight. Each and every round was hotly contested. Like you said, there was only a few rounds that you really knew who was the clear winner. Yeah. But I got to go back and watch this thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. An interesting decision. Maybe a bit of a surprise that it was even a unanimous decision either way.